Check out FlipsideGaming.com for all your gaming needs. Use the promo code HEROES to save 10% on all orders over $10. Hey there, this is John from Heroes and Legends, and welcome to this special edition of the Magic the Gathering Market Watch. It's that time of the week again to count down the 10 hottest cards of the week, and you're going to notice yet again this week things are calming down in the market. We're not seeing as many big spikes compared to what we have been seeing. There are still some cards going up in value, and we're here to talk about them. Quickly before we get into it, though, just a fast reminder, if you go to FlipsideGaming.com, you can use that Heroes promo code to save 10% on orders over $10. Currently, you can find Modern Horizons 2 products there, as well as a lot of other things on their website. Remember, if your order is over $100 or consists only of singles, shipping will be free in the United States. And whenever you use that promo code, it does support the channel, which is always appreciated. So thank you. And without any further ado, let's get into it. Number 10 is Root Water Thief. This goes up $1 to $4.33. That is a 30% increase. So this is a good time to let you know how we compile our top 10 every week. We look at two major pieces of criteria. The first one is a percentage increase in the value of these cards. The second is a true increase in sales. So if you're expecting to see a card here and it doesn't make it, it fell short in one or both of those categories. Back to Root Water Thief, though. The main reason this one's going up is because it is seeing some increased commander play in Svelin of Sea and Sky builds. Number 9 is Faceless Haven. It goes up $1.03 to $3.99, and that is a 35% increase. Now, the reason there's attention on this card right now is because it does combo with a new card from Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, and that card is the Book of Exalted Deeds. As a matter of fact, the book has already been banned in Arena Standard 2022 format because that is a best of one digital format. If you play these two cards together and your opponent does not have a way to get rid of a land, then that's pretty much it. So when it comes to Standard and Faceless Haven, the card's already seen a good amount of play in the past. Prismari midrange, mono red aggro, mono green aggro, and more. But now I am starting to see mono white aggro deck lists that are of course playing the book as well. We also may see these cards together in Pioneer since we know Faceless Haven can be good in that format. It has already been in mono black aggro decks there. Additionally, I'm sure you'll see these cards together in Commander, and Faceless Haven is also showing up in deck lists around a legendary creature from Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. That creature is Oswald Fiddlebender. On top of all of that, I do think Faceless Haven also has potential in the future, because remember, we're getting 2 Innistrad sets this fall. One looks like it's based around wolves and werewolves, the other one around vampires, so perhaps we will be seeing more of a focus on at least those 2 tribes, if not more, in the future. Number 8 is Trailblazer. It goes up $1.05 to $2.99 for a 54% increase. This one did dry up this week in the online marketplace. It does see a tad bit of commander play, but I do think it's really moving due to its status on the reserve list. Maybe this could be the start of a buyout, but we really haven't seen a whole lot of that going on recently. It's been a number of weeks now since we've seen a lot of random reserve list cards getting bought out, and those cards that were forced to spike back then are either stable or losing value now. Number 7 is Anya's Ravager. This goes up $1.34 to $2.96 for an 83% increase. Now, this is in Legacy Junt Hollowvine, and that deck did get a boost recently from a Modern Horizons 2 card, Blazing Rootwalla. This also has been getting increased commander play in Asmarano, Marduka and Akuldakar builds, but the main reason this is moving right now is due to the fact that players are picking it up as an upgrade to the Draconic Rage Adventures in the Forgotten Realms commander deck, and others are using this in fresh builds around a card from that deck. The card is Wolfgar of Icewind Dale. On top of that, remember, Anya's Ravager is a vampire. Perhaps it will become a better card this fall when Innistrad Crimson Vow comes out. Number 6 is Arcbound Reclaimer, up $1.34 as well this week to $8.05. That is a 20% increase. And this is getting a lot of additional commander play in Zabaz the Glimmerwasp builds. Also, I have seen this in some early deck lists around a card we saw a moment ago, Oswald Fiddlebender. Number 5 is Energy Storm. This goes up $1.56 to $7.59 for a 26% increase. This is another reserve list card from Ice Age, but this one has seen a little increased commander play in Sithis Harvest hand builds. Number 4 is Fracturing Gust from Shadowmoor. It goes up $1.84 to $6.57. That is a 39% increase. This was in one of the recent secret layers. You'll find it in Showcase Strixhaven. Over the last few weeks, we have seen a lot of modern lands and sideboard cards moving up due to the shakeup in the meta caused by Modern Horizons 2. Many players have been scrambling to build new decks or upgrade old ones, and mana-based cards as well as sideboard cards cross over into a lot of different builds, which is why they have been hot recently. When it comes to this card, it isn't one that we've talked about recently on any market watches, but it is another good modern sideboard card for this new meta. It's showing up in a lot of builds, helpful against Urza Saga, which feels like it's everywhere right now, also good against Enchantress builds, and there's a lot of decks in the meta now that are leaning harder on artifacts. This is going to help defend you against those strategies too. Things like Hammer Time, Amulet Titan, Urza's Kitchen, Hell's Kitchen, Stoneblade builds, Affinity, Hardened Scales, and more. This is also in some early commander deck lists around a new Adventures in the Forgotten Realms card. That card is Trellisara Moondancer, plus Fracturing Gust could be getting a little bit of a push from the Book of Exalted Deeds as well. Number 3 is Nailas Colossus. It goes up 288 to 529. That is a 119% increase. This is another card getting additional commander play in Sithis builds. Number 2, Liliana Untouched by Death from Core Set 2019. It goes up 351 this week to 838. That is a 72% increase. This is in various Commander Zombie builds, and it is another card that could be better this fall with 2 Innistrad sets coming out. And number 1 this week is Stolen Strategy. It goes up $4.41 to $9 for a 96% increase. This recently saw an increase in commander play in Ragavan Nimble Pilfer, also to a lesser degree in Garth One-Eye builds. But this is another example of a card that saw a little bit of an increase in popularity, which resulted in copies dwindling, only to have a big jump in interest shortly after, creating a price spike. This time, the big reason that it is climbing is because it is a good upgrade to the Planar Portal Adventures in the Forgotten Realms commander deck. Plus, it was mentioned as such on the Command Zone podcast this week, which could have brought more attention to the card. Also, I have seen some players putting this in fresh commander deck lists around a card from that deck, and that is Prosper Tomebound. Alright, that's going to do it for your top 10 hot cards of the week, and remember to join us this weekend for the regular episode of the Market Watch, where we deep dive into everything that's happening in the secondary market. Until then, though, hey, thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Please remember to like and subscribe, and have a great day. Hey, thanks for watching. This video is made possible through the generous support of viewers like you on Patreon. Check out the description below for links to our Patreon page, as well as our Amazon affiliate store, where a small percentage of all sales will also help support the channel. Finally, if you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the new videos on Heroes and Legends. Talk to you again soon, and have a great day.